At the age of 5 years old, she began to dabble in the arts with a pencil. By 13, she published her first illustration and soon after appeared in famous magazines such as Harper's Bazaar. Her illustrations have been used on clothes, interior decorations, subway ads, and much more. Also a web celebrity with more than 120,000 fans following her on Weibo, the Chinese version of Twitter. She attracts the attention of the creative. On this episode of Amazing China, we give you a look into the illustrator Sunan's career.
Drawing brings me confidence and courage to face the world. I consider drawing as a way to communicate with others, the way I view the world, and the way the world thinks of me.
At the age of 5, mesmerized by the fairies painted on a mooncake box, Sunan began to draw. She drew whatever she thought was beautiful. This was the beginning of her successful artistic career.
I was not very beautiful with a round face when I was young. Also, my second name is Nan, so my friends called me Nangua, which meant pumpkin in English. So I made my pen name Nanguazi. When I was in kindergarten, no one learned how to draw except me. Others always traded pencils or erasers for my paintings. At that time, I knew drawing was very useful because I could trade things for them. When I was in the 7th grade, my mother's friend began teaching me how to draw until I graduated from high school. The first time I met the teacher, he asked me if I wanted to go to the Central Academy of Fine Arts. He told me it was a school full of students who could draw. I was very excited hearing it said, I wanted to go there. I just liked to find a place where I could draw with others and I wouldn't be alone.
Born in Guilin, Guangxi Province, she knew few people who shared her interest for art. Her classmates liked her illustrations, some even trading their pencils and erasers for her work. But she still felt alone. When she transferred to another elementary school, she said she was surrounded by a bunch of rich kids. One day when she was playing in the school, a boy stuck gum in her hair, making her feel even more displaced.
I was quiet when I was a little girl and was often bullied by my classmates. Now I realize they just wanted to play with me. But at that time, being bullied seriously influenced me, and I always told myself to be stronger. I think everyone needs a trump card. Someone may study well and many people want to be popular. I consider drawing as my trump card.
But Sunan kept drawing beautiful women, deer, cats, and other animals that came to life under the tip of her pen and soon became her own fairy wonderland. She once drew scenes from a famous Japanese singer's music video because of all the animals and nature in it.
When I saw this music video, I was amazed about the beautiful scenes which had trees, peacocks, animals, people, sky, ocean, and many other things on it. I really liked the pictures, so I began to draw them. I drew every day when I was off of school. After 1 week, I brought the finished paintings to my mom. She was surprised. Afterwards, I exhibited the paintings.
Sunan has a love for animals, but was never allowed to own a pet growing up. Her father was a doctor who was sure bacterial infections from animals coincided with one another. She vowed to move out as soon as possible to raise animals on her own. Her favorite animals are cats and deer. 2 years ago, Sunan drew an illustration of a deer, and then later posted that illustration on Weibo, which unexpectedly attracted a lot of attention. Some people suggested making the illustration into a toy.
I named the deer Ruby, a precious stone. Ruby came from outer space. It was affected by the world's way of life and wore human clothes. Ruby's eyes were like the rubies which held energy in them. The energy could help it cross space to other plants. I make Ruby's eyes slender and upturned a little, which looks similar with my eyes.
This fall, Ruby the Deer illustration will transform from paper into plastic and become a toy. Sunan said she hopes that the ones that love Ruby can feel her love through Ruby. And she also hopes that the ones that own the deer will love Ruby and connect with each other through the love of animals.